So everyone, today I got a text from Murph, and he said that Luke Voigt partially tore his meniscus, and he's out probably 2 to 3 months. That was a really painful thing to wake up to this morning, and to see it while I'm waking up, that really did wake me up this morning. What do you think? What's going on with that? I didn't even hear about that.
I didn't even either, to be honest. Like, I just checked Bleacher Report, saw the Yankees timeline, and they were like, yeah, Jay Bruce is making the roster. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. And then it comes out, hey, Luke Voigt has to have surgery. He's got a partially torn meniscus. He's going to have to recover for like 3 weeks. So you're thinking at least a month and a half, probably 2 months, closer to 2 months. He's going to be out for the season. And it starts, right? It's starting. The Yankees injuries coming out strong. We've already lost Britton. We're already missing Severino. Wilson, and now Clark Schmidt, and now Voigt.
Clark Schmidt and now Voigt.
Yeah, so not great. Chirinos, for all you care, also injured, but he wasn't going to make the roster.
Oh, that old man should just retire. Yeah. He's an Astro.
So not great. I mean, we just can't start a season healthy, huh? We just can't have a full healthy lineup to open up the season. It sucks. It really does. It's the baseball god saying, hey, Yankees, you need lefties, and we're going to force you to have lefties. Nah, I've got Luke Voigt. So now Jay Bruce is in the lineup starting first base.
At least it's a lefty, though.
At least it's a lefty. He's a power-hitting lefty who might benefit from the short porch at first. I don't know. I mean, he started off spring training pretty hot. So, I'm excited. I mean, I have to be excited, right? I have to root for him. I have to be supportive at this point because it's not his fault. Luke Voigt's hurt, unless it is, in which case we're coming for you, Brucey.
Yeah, our MLB home run king is now on the DL. But
not great.
I'm kind of worried for Jay Bruce, but at the same time, he's never played in the AL East, so this is pitching that he hasn't seen before. So maybe hitters don't know how to attack him. He's on the older side, so I'm just worried about his first base play because he doesn't have a lot to do, but a lot that he has to do is catching the ball. So
yeah, I mean, it just sucks, bro. Like, just not being able to have a fully healthy roster to start off like the last 3 years, 4 years, whatever it is. It's just unbelievable. Yeah, we're gonna miss Voigt. I mean, he's a huge part of this team. Like you said, home run leader last year. It's gonna hurt. Hopefully Jay Bruce just is it a complete hole in the lineup, right? Hopefully he can do some damage as a lefty and kind of help break up the righty onslaught we got on our team. But I don't know. I'm not expecting the world out of him, but at the same time, this is the Yankees we're talking about. This is a team that put out expectations, World Series expectations. So, this is what he signed up for. He decided to join the Yankees. So he has to step up and he has to try to fill that void of Voigt at first base.
Love that. Fill the void. You said Talkman made the roster too, right?
Talkman has also made the roster. So our bench is full of lefties, right? Apart from Higgy, you got Gardner, you got Talkman, and now Bruce. And don't they have room for another one now? Is Wade on? I'm not sure if Wade made it or not.
Is it Wade or Dietrich? Is Dietrich done?
I think Dietrich's done. If Bruce made it, then Dietrich's not.
I'm cool with Dietrich not making it because he just causes problems that aren't. Yeah, I love him. I love the way he plays, but he causes problems in games that I just don't need. We don't need at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, and he wasn't looking the greatest, if I'm being honest. Like, he just doesn't. It looks like he's lost a lot of that pop that he had when he was in Cincinnati. So I don't know. I mean, again, it was just only spring training. It's tough to say. It's tough to judge guys like that, but his numbers were down last year too for the Rangers. So it's unfortunate. I like Dietrich a lot, but like you said, he can be a bit of a head case at times. So having Bruce is going to be hopefully a welcome addition. Hopefully he can bring that veterancy. Hopefully he can be, healthy enough to maintain first for us.
Our bench spot though is Higgy.
Yeah, Higgy, Gardy, Talkman, and I'd imagine Wade.
And Wade.
Yeah, I'd imagine Wade.
And Bruce is Then Bruce is in the lineup.
Yeah,
he's not on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
So that should be like when Voigt gets back. I wonder if they're gonna stick with Bruce. Like,
it depends how he does. Depends
Yeah.
how he does. He's got a real good opportunity to prove he can stick around this team. The only problem is that too many outfielders on the bench and we have no infield depth,
Yeah.
right? Because this Bruce can only play first. Um,
Voit can only play first.
Voigt can only play. Talkman can only play outfield. I think he said he can play first, but then again, you'd have 3 first basemen on the team, so
Yeah.
that's not necessary. So you got to think if anybody's going to be the short man out, it's going to be Bruce. Possibly Talkman if he can't get off to a hot start, he might get traded. A lot of teams are interested in him. Might look to bring in some infield, maybe a reliever. So we'll see.
I heard rumors about the Yankees possibly going after Steven Cishek.
Interesting.
Another funky reliever guy, but his home run rate is remarkable. He's at least remarkable at blowing games. So he's not a Darren O'Day, you know.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, we need somebody now. I feel like
Luis Medina,
yeah,
early debut.
we're definitely going to stick it out. We have tons of arms. We have tons of guys who can go out and give us length, at least in the short term. Yeah, it sucks that Garcia got optioned. If you haven't seen that, Garcia got optioned to AAA, meaning Herman is going to be our 5th starter this year. I'm not mad at it. It's just typical Yankee stuff. I'm not surprised it happened, to be honest. Like they were like, what? Unless he had a completely stellar spring training in which he went scoreless, flawless innings, he was going to get AAA.
He had one bad game. The rest were like so. But again, I think a little bit more development for him and Clark, and then I think they'll be ready. I think once Taillon is done, once Kluber's tenure is done with the Yankees, and Taillon reaches the end of his deal, I think they'll re-sign Taillon, and then I think it'll be time for Deivi Garcia and Clark Schmidt to make it to the roster on a consistent basis because their clock is ticking and their time for development is soon to be. Like, let's go. Like, you guys got to get major league experience now, both of you.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the story throughout the Yankees farm system, right? If you look at our high ceiling prospects, our high ceiling arms, they're starting to get to the point where like you have to start making decisions on what you're going to do with them, right? You got Abreu, you got Medinas, both of them, you got Garcia, Schmidt, King, Nelson, all these guys who don't necessarily have a spot in this team, but the Yankees are trying to keep around. It's like I'd love to keep these guys around, but realistically, it's impossible, right? You're just kind of staying off the inevitable, and eventually these guys will walk for free, and we'll find a team that will use them consistently. So package these guys together and let's go get something that we're going to use, right? That's just how you win in this league at this point. You have to develop the young ones who are going to last in the league. And if they aren't going to break on your rotation or your lineup sooner rather than later, then you have to ship them out, the guys who are going to make an impact now.
I do believe that Garcia, Schmidt, and Medina are all destined for our major league team at some point or another. Not again, they pitched like the 2 of them pitched last year, but I do think that within like the next 2 years they will be on our roster at a consistent base, at least in the 3 years for Medina, at least. But every other pitching prospect can kind of go,
Pretty much. I mean, we still have Cortez. We still have guys like Brooke Krisky. We still got.
You mentioned Krisky?
I mean, he's on our minors, so I have to mention him. But
I saw him throwing a bullpen during the offseason, throwing 100, man.
Cool, go throw 100 for someone else.
Yeah, and go throw 100 right down the middle for someone else because I guarantee everyone in the league hits 100 now.
Pretty much. I mean, I think we're like they showed some stat like highest grade fastball in terms of the minor league farm system, and like we're like at number 2 in terms of like just how fast our guys throw and how hard.
Buzz.
Yeah, we got a stable full of horses who throw gas. All right, we got that. All right, it's just a matter of figuring out which ones are gonna plug in and which ones are gotta go.
Which ones are gonna enter the gates at the race?
Yeah, it's a good problem to have, mind you, but it's something that you do have to address, and especially if this team is a piece away. This team has an expiration date, right? Torres, Judge, Voigt. These guys are going to be free agents. These guys are going to have to get paid eventually. right? And the truth of the matter is, can you afford to keep all of them?
Yeah.
I don't know. If this is New York we're talking about, probably, but realistically, some of these guys will walk, and you have to figure out how to win now. We've already missed 4 windows of opportunity at this
One of
point,
those windows we got screwed by cheaters.
arguably 2, but
Two.
definitely one
Two.
at least. And but like, if you really look at it, we probably still should have taken care of business. So it should have beaten them, right? Especially the second year, and especially the third year, and especially the fourth year. So run out of excuses for this team. This team has to get it done in the fifth year, or this team is going to run into a lot of problems. Obviously, injuries are not helping us out right.
Yeah. Uh, well, we have Higgy on the bench now. All right. We have the problem between, personal catcher or not personal catcher. Are you rocking with Gary for all 5 of your starters?
Preferably, yeah, but like obviously he needs rest, so those days will come. But like, preferably, I want him to catch all 5 of our guys. I don't like the personal. I used to be a fan of it because I used to be a fan of prioritizing the pitcher and seeing what he can do. And I think if he needs a personal catcher, whatever, especially with our lineup, I think you can get away with that now and again. But I just think it's overall beneficial to have a guy who's offensive minded catcher and like who could do a decent enough job on the dish, right? The problem is Gary's not offensive. Offensive production is not there. So maybe now you lean towards a personal catcher if you need to. But as of right now, to start off the season, no personal catcher.
I say we give him like a month and a half before we start going with personal catchers,
But
especially
the fans won't. That's the problem.
the fans are going to give him a week. Not even a
They'll
week.
probably give him the first at bat, and if he strikes out, it's yeah.
Boo!
It's Gary, you stink.
Out of New York. But
It's gonna be that quick.
So I'll go back to the farm team real quick. We got you said we got these extra pitchers. Okay, we got like King, Krisky. What do you think we get like a package for like Krisky, King? I'll throw in a Cortez and like a freaking Miguel Andujar. Do you think could we get
Andujar saves that deal, by the way. If you're just throwing those guys in by themselves,
we're getting like a free package of Nathan's hot dogs to sell.
Yeah, they're giving you season tickets. Maybe there you go. You got
not even the season tickets are in the boondocks all the way up.
True. Maybe the Tigers give us season tickets. Okay, no one's really going there.
Bro, that's like watching like a landfill be filled over a year.
I mean, that's what they're giving. That's what you're offering them. You're offering them.
You think we get Matt Boyd though for?
No, the way they treat him, no shot.
They want Jason Dominguez straight up for Boyd.
No, not even straight up. They're like Jason Dominguez, and then we'll start talking to you about a trade.
Mention his game first, but that's it.
Yeah, and then maybe you throw a Glaber, and maybe we could really get the ball rolling. But until then, don't add us, all right?
And then we can talk.
Don't add us. But like, and Duhart saves that deal, by the way. If you were to package a deal with him, maybe King, maybe Cortez, Abreu, then you can go out and probably get yourself a pretty decent pitcher, whether that's reliever or starter. Who knows? Probably at this point reliever. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
I think Abreu and King will get traded eventually in a package deal.
At this point, they'd have to, because I think Abreu's out of options. I think Tauchman's out of options, so I think he's going to get traded eventually. I think King is coming up on his last options, if I'm not wrong. He might be out of them already, but he's definitely at his limit, close to it.
Down a lot.
Like too much. Not his fault, obviously. It's just the name of the game at this point.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's crazy stuff.
What are you thinking about our opening day roster, though? Are you confident that we can go out there and battle and win games as it is?
Yeah, I mean, this is still a very talented lineup. I mean, as of right now, barring any further injuries, we still got DJ, we got Judge, we got Hicks, Den, Torres, Sanchez back on the hype train. Jay Bruce could be the whole of the lineup, and then you got Giovanni Ochoa. So this is a very talented lineup that can hang with anybody in the league, probably at minimum top 5 in the league if they all perform to how they should. And eventually, when we get Voit back, I'd say top 2 lineup in the league. If I'm being honest, like I don't think there's too many people who can slug with this lineup. Again, it's just gonna be health, and I think Garrett Cole in the bump opening day against Ryu, and we're gonna face Ryu opening day. And like I said before, the Yankees have a history of knocking around Ryu, even in his Dodgers days when he should have won a Cy Young, arguably. Now he's in the AL facing the Yankees again consistently. Yankees are gonna show up to play, and they're gonna show up to teach the Blue Jays a lesson. Right? Last year we got embarrassed a couple times. I think we do. Are we in? Not Toronto, but like wherever they are. Where are they? The AAA
Are
affiliate.
they playing
field?
in Buffalo again?
Yeah.
Damn, that sucks.
The Canadians are like,
Nope. But opening day, we don't have to face George Springer, even though he has a 147 batting average against our pitching. Don't have to face Robbie Ray fell down the stairs holding his kid. I'm so sorry. I know you. I think the kid is okay. I don't think Robbie Ray is okay. He bruised his buttocks. At least that was the last.
I heard last report I heard is that they might just say screw it and go with him anyway. So he could still pitch. So you never know. But they are missing Kirby Yates, who's going to be out for like. Is it Tommy? Oh, right. It is Tommy John. So he's done for the season.
Juan. He's done.
He's done for the season, which is depressing. Also, thank God my Padres didn't re-sign him.
Thank God any team didn't sign him. You know. Because, again, he was with the Yankees on 2 tenures. And he had 2 good seasons out. He had two good seasons out in San Diego.
Yeah, he was actually looking really good in San Diego.
Yeah.
Could have been Pine Tar.
Pine Tar on the splitter. What?
Anyways.
Anyway, I'm looking into this week, into the opening week. I think we have, 3 games against Toronto.
Yeah, we play Thursday and then Friday off and then Saturday, Sunday. I think we play the Rays next.
I could see us going 2 out of 3 against the Blue Jays, if not 3 for 3, you know.
I am very confident against playing the Rays, or the Jays, rather. I think they are a very good, talented team. But at the end of the day, I just think our boys are hungry this year, and I think they're tired of just falling short. Yeah. And I think the way to win this division is going to be, schooling the Blue Jays a bit. And we have to. We have to be good in division this year. I think last year, we weren't as good as we needed to be, right? We lost those close games against these guys. We almost choked away a playoff spot. We almost did against the Blue Jays. They were coming for us. So yes. Now we play the Blue Jays, like I said, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and then we play the Orioles next, and then we play the Rays. So we actually play at home. We play at home the first 2 series, and then we go away to the Trop.
So Yankee fans, come out in number, whatever the limit is, sell it out, show out for your boys. We need y'all in the stands, getting up, and rooting them for our team.
Rooting. Do not boo Gary if he strikes out.
Please don't boo him.
Please.
He needs all the support in the world.
We have to coddle him.
We thought it was going to be the quiet stadiums that would fix him. He needs your cheering. Just help him. Help him, please.
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 Awaken the Kraken.
And let him release the Kraken after that. All right, Murph. Thank you so much for joining me on another episode of Off the Cuff. We are off now. Thank you all for joining us. Later.